Hello guys, this is Tactical Rashigarami TV. Welcome back. We are back with another little snippet, little feature here. So before we go any further, just to remind you guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe and all that good jazz. And yeah, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. We are growing. Shout outs to all the new viewers, and you know, this is an exciting time. But so yeah, so just to kind of get into what I also want to talk about before I get into the main point. So I did recently get some gaming footage out, and we decided to head down to Hexera's earlier, about a couple of weeks ago, and we had some wonderful gameplay. I got to link up with one of my guys there, who is Russian, who is in school. Shout outs to Ilya, who is a member of the Tier 1 Airsoft team in Aichi. And we got the chance to get some really good gameplay in. So I hope you guys like that. And we also did recently put out some training footage as well, some tactical training footage, so you guys can check that out. That's also there on the channel. However, yeah, I just want to kind of touch into something, because in reference to the gameplay footage, I did see some recent comments about the gameplay, that some were pretty good, but some weren't so nice. I think it was in reference to somewhat of a misunderstanding. The G word was mentioned, but since I'm on YouTube here, I'm not gonna go into that part. I'm not gonna fall for that trap, and I just want to let you guys know that, listen, for all the videos that are on here, if you guys see something that you don't like, just, you know, click off the video. You know, when you do comments of being derogatory, and if it's not picked up or automatically deleted or something like that, I'm just gonna comment fire emojis over it, and it's still gonna boost the algorithm regardless. So you're pretty much wasting your time. But to get into the main part, what we're going to be focused on today is one life game modes in Japanese airsoft. And this is something that a lot of airsofters have covered before in their past videos. Namely, one that comes to mind, shout outs to Mayday-san Gaming. Make sure you check him out. Mayday-san, if you see this video, you're the man. I do watch a lot of your content, and also thanks for the comment and the subscribe, for subscribing. That was really awesome of you, and for sure, man, yeah, I'm in the mix. So definitely, when I'm in Tokyo, I'll probably hit you up and let you know what the situation is, and if you're in Aichi, definitely come down and come play. But yeah, in reference to the one life game mode situation, it is very different from what you're going to see normally in a lot of other countries and in other environments, okay? Because the one life system or no life system that you will often come across here impacts the play style for a lot of people that decide to play airsoft in Japan dramatically. It's definitely not the same. So generally, players are going to be very careful in almost every single rule set, especially if they don't have respawns. So they're not going to be running around carelessly, and some of them may not even really be that offensive off the bat. You're going to have to really put in a little bit of extra effort in terms of, you know, some of the things that you would do in order to engage. Clearing is also going to be a big aspect of what you're going to be looking at. 90% of the time when you're going to be in games, and you, let's say, especially if you're in a CQB environment, regardless of whether you are or you aren't, you're going to be clearing a lot of corners, because all it takes is that one mistake. You have one life. So if you spend that money, say, hey, yeah, I'm gonna, you know, play here, play X, whatever, X Nantaka, whatever game you're gonna play, you go to this location, depending on if it is a big place or whatever it is, you got to remember, regardless of the skill of who's playing, once you get killed one time, that's pretty much, that's it. You're done for the round, and you gotta pretty much sit out until the next one. Or if it's you're lucky enough to have any gameplay where you do have respawns, most likely they're not going to be that many, so that's something you have to keep in mind. So the rules of engagement normally for gameplay modes like this definitely affect, I would say, the rate of engagement, right? So your engagements may not be as frequent as what you would see in a lot of respawny games that you would probably play in the United States, maybe not Canada right now with what's going on politically, but generally in other countries, right, it's going to be very different, and those engagements are going to be a lot faster as well. So those shootouts might take place within a span of maybe like 5 or 10 seconds, and then somebody's out. Hence why it's pretty much known as survival game in Japan, and not really like hardcore airsoft where everybody is super aggressive and it's a really aggressive form of play. And generally they're not really using high powered BB guns to begin with. Most of the gameplay is pretty much centered around CQB style play, so you do have to deal with that space dilemma. So because of that, as I mentioned before, clearing is very, very important. And even if you could even see in this video here where I'm playing at Breakpoint, 90% of my play in this video is me literally clearing. Like, I'm checking corners, I'm listening for things, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And you'll be in situations where you'll just see there'll be guys just hiding in a corner. You'll see that there too. You'll see guys trying to move. Some guys like to move and some guys don't. But when you're in a situation, you got to kind of figure out what's going on in that moment and just really deal with it. Generally, what I tend to do is I like to push the pace when I'm playing. It doesn't really matter whether I'm playing, whether it's search and destroy, some 3-way death match, whatever you want to call it, every man for himself, or even if I'm playing a team game, right? So I do play tactical, but I'm not trying to play, be super cautious to the point where I'm trying to be extra cheesy and then I'm not really enjoying the game. So I do try to implement some of the things that I do work on, and in addition to that, if that means that if I would have to quote unquote take risks, that's definitely something that I think I'm going to do. And everybody's different, but I'm not particularly fond of people who like to camp and hide in corners. That's just but the thing is, in Japan, and with a lot of Japanese fields, the way how they're set up, especially right now, they're kind of more centered towards like esports and almost like video game-esque fields, because generally what they want to do is they want to have it where the gameplay style is more inclusive, and that enables everyone to participate in the game regardless of skill. So that way you're not really I would say pretty much tuning it for gameplay suited for experienced players, but also for novice players and people that are brand new. It's more of like an open playing field, so they can enjoy the game as well, and they don't have to worry so much about the technical aspect of playing airsoft per se. So it's definitely a different atmosphere, and it's definitely what you're going to be seeing in a lot of videos that I'm going to be putting out, because most of them may not really be edited, with a lot of editing. Especially if it's a full day of gaming, I'll try to get as much raw footage as possible that's unedited, so you know, everyone can kind of get like an idea of what it's really like, you know, to play. So it may not be appealing for everyone, but regardless, you know, of what your thoughts are, just feel free to comment. Just keep it, you know, how should I say, like, really be kind of sensitive and a little bit more cautious of what you are putting in the comment section. You know, remember, it is a different culture. People over here tend to think differently, and even though I'm American, I don't go on other people's videos and comment and say derogatory things on their stuff if I don't agree with what I'm seeing or if I don't understand it. I just think it's just, you know, it's kind of you know, just like really rude and really crass. So yeah, I know it's the internet, but you know, I think that generally that can be done a little bit better. Anyway, however, I do hope that everyone will enjoy the future gameplay related content that I do post on here in the future. And hopefully when the borders open up, if they open up anytime soon, or who knows when we're gonna get past this situation, you know, with this pandemic and what it's gonna look like in the near future. And if the borders open back up, you know, people can come in and kind of play and see what's going on. And you guess what? All those places that pretty much offer, you know, those kind of play styles or whatever you're into, they're gonna be open to kind of having you experience it for yourself, and you can see what it's like and you can determine whether you like it or not. It's pretty much not really tailored for just one group of, you know, people. Like, you know, anyone can jump in and enjoy a game and really see what everything is generally about. But for the most part, when I'm playing, I can definitely say that I'm having fun, you know, and I'm really enjoying what I got going on, and, you know, and how I'm playing. And the aspect of also recording, which has definitely helped, I would say, boost my post gameplay after pretty much watching and seeing like what I'm doing and what mistakes I'm making, definitely helps a lot. So I think that the more cautious play style and that one life game mode or that no life game mode in a lot of cases is definitely positive, because it definitely forces you to be more aware and more cautious of what you're doing. And it's also a lot safer, not to mention the fact that, you know, in most fields you're not really using fully auto. You know, generally you're using semi-automatic with all your weapons, regardless of what they are: subguns, shotguns, rifles, you name it, you're firing semi. And you also have your grenades as well too. I forgot your attachments and whatnot. But generally everything is kept safe so everyone can enjoy the game, and that is pretty much the whole purpose behind what you're going to see here. You're not going to be in any environment where, you know, things are going to be done harshly, and, you know, because if people get hurt or if no one is enjoying it, then no one really wins. So that's definitely an aspect that's very important. But anyway, that's it for the video. Mainly, I want to thank everyone for watching and just for supporting all the content on the channel. It's definitely very much appreciated. Hope you guys stay safe and just, you know, just stay safe, man. Enjoy your time. For those of you guys that are lucky enough to play Airsoft right now like me, stay safe during your plays, and guys, take care, enjoy, thank you once again, and have a happy shooting life, man. Take care.